Hi, welcome to Soft Tutor Minds. In the last video, we discussed about few elements. For suppose example, heading element, and then list element, paragraph element, and then image element. These are the few elements we discussed in the last session. So today we are going to discuss about the structure of the HTML, and then table element, and then div element, anchor element, few more. Okay. So if you missed the previous session, go through the previous session firstly. So I'll provide you the link in the description. You can go through the link. You can easily find the link. And then let's start with the structure. What is the structure? Okay. See, as I said earlier, we need to write the entire code in the HTML document, nothing but .html. Extension is .html, right? For suppose you have named your HTML document as ABC, let's assume abc.html. Okay. So actually, your HTML document got divided into two categories. What are the two categories? One is document declaration. One more is document scope. Okay. One is document declaration, and the one is document scope. All right. What is document declaration? So in the top of the each and every HTML page, there will be something called doc type doc type HTML. Okay. So what is this doc type means? This doc type nothing but it represents the declaration. Like for suppose which version it belongs to which version. The doc type HTML indirectly it represents the version of the HTML. Okay. Let me type in the capital doc type HTML. Okay. All right. So what do you mean by then document scope? What do you mean by document scope? See, the starting point of the HTML to the last point of the HTML. For suppose let me teach you in the other way. HTML tag, the entire HTML tag is nothing but document scope. Okay, entire HTML tag. All right. So okay, so what is this document declaration and what is this part document scope? This entire HTML part is nothing but document scope of the document. Okay, very good. So what is the use of this declaration? Why is it mandatory to declare the document? It is mandatory. Actually, no, it is not mandatory. If you don't mention this doc type HTML also, you will get the same output. But internally, if you mention this one, the browser can able to understand that you are using the fifth version of the HTML. See, currently HTML5. The version is HTML5 you are discussing. Okay. So to mention that we are using HTML5, you must have to mention this doc type HTML. There is no change in the output, but the browser internally can able to understand this part. And then what is this document scope? Again, the HTML tag got divided into two parts. One is head part. One is head part. Another one is body part. It's very good. So until now, we have seen something like image element, list element, or paragraph element, or heading element. These all stuff you have to write inside the body section only. Okay. This is what the structure. Now let's discuss one more time. The entire document got divided into two parts. One is document declaration, and the one is document scope. So what do you mean by document declaration means the doc type HTML is nothing but a document declaration. And then what is document scope? What is document scope? The starting point of the HTML to the last point of the HTML. Ending tag of the HTML is nothing but document scope. So now your HTML tag got divided into two parts. One is head part and the one is body part. Whatever the content you have, everything you have to mention in the body part only. Then what to mention in the head tag? In the head tag, mostly titles, or if you want to link with the other CSS file, those all stuff you need to write in the head part. I'll show you what to write practically. Okay. Okay. Let's develop the same part practically. Open our Visual Studio Code. So open our folder. What's our folder name? So, yes, in the desktop. Yes, soft tutor minds. Select this folder. So I want to create a new HTML file. Click on the first icon, as you know. Click on the first icon and give some name for this. For suppose I'm giving structure .html. Okay. Right. What is the first part? Document declaration. You have to declare the document. How to declare the document? Doc type HTML. This is nothing but document declaration. Very good. What is the next thing? HTML tag. In the HTML tag, there are two parts. One is head part, and the one is body part. Very good. All right. So yes, so whatever the content you have, for suppose you want to create an image, then you need to mention in the body tag. For suppose you want to create some headings, you need to mention in the body tag like this. These all stuff, whatever the content you have, if you want to display something, you must have to mention inside this body tag. Very good. Okay. So I hope you guys are clear with the structure. Then what is the next one? Table. Table element. See, table element for what purpose? Basically to create table on the web page. To create table on the web page. So actually table element given multiple attributes and multiple tags. So let's discuss those all. What are the tags given by the table element? Tags. What are the tags given by the table element? One is the main tag, that is table tag. One is table tag. Another one is t head, table head, and then t body, and then t foot, and then tr for creating the rows, td for creating the columns, and then uh, th for column headings. Td also for column, th also for column. Basically, td for column data, and then th for column headings. Okay, right. So let's create firstly. Later we'll discuss about attributes. So what are the main tag? Table tag. So inside this table tag, for suppose you want to create some header portion, what is the tag? T header. T head stands for table header. So inside table head, what do you want to create? First of all, let's draw the table directly on paint. Later you can easily understand. So which type of table you want? For suppose one header, and for suppose three rows. For suppose three rows you need, and then one column for serial number, and one column for something name, and one column for age. So if you want this type of table, serial number, and then this is something name. Okay, this is something age. Okay, so this is what? This is the head part of the table, right? So this is the body part. So actually for this one, there is no footer. But anyways, this is the header part. This is the body part. So header part means what is the tag? T head. Inside T head, how many rows are there? Only one row, right? This is row, this is column. How many rows are there? Only one row. How to create rows? What is the tag? TR. TR is the tag to create rows. So inside the first row, how many columns are there? Serial number one column, name is one more column, and then age is one more column. So how to create columns? We have two ways. One is TH, and the one is TD. TH for what purpose? To create heading columns. So these are the heading columns or not? Serial number, age, and then name. These are heading columns. That means you need to use TH tag. So TH serial number, one more TH, name something, and one more TH, age, age. All right. So head part completed. Now let's move to the body part. How to create body part? What is the tag? T body. So inside T body, how many rows are there? One, two, and three, right? So I want how many rows? Three rows. That means three TRs. 3 hours. Okay. So inside each TR, how many columns are there again? Three columns. For each and every row, three columns are there. Here, which tag is preferable? TD. Why? Why? Because now this is the data, not the headings. Something one. Okay. Some name, say John, and then age, some 23, something like this. So this is the data, right? To create the data columns, we have a tag called TD tag. Now you need to use the TD tag for the first row. TD. The first TD, one, and then in the second TD, something John, and then the third TD, age of the John, for suppose 23. Like this. How many rows are required? How many rows are required? Three rows. I'm just copying and pasting. So here change the data of the row, 2, and then here something mark, age some 24, 3, something Khan, and age 25. That's all completed. We guys done with the table. But if you look at the output, see, it will not look like a table. Actually, it is a table only, but it not look that much good. Just a minute. Look at this. This is what your table is. So if you want to make it a good looking table, you need to take help of the attributes. Already we discussed about attributes, right? What are attributes? Which give some external feature. which gives some external feature. We need external feature here. I want here a box. That means I need to take the help of the attributes. So let's discuss what are the attributes are there for the table. Okay, attributes. So what are the attributes? One is frame. Frame is one attribute, and one more is rules. Rules is another attribute, and one more is like width also an attribute. Width, height, and then call span. Okay, row span, and then okay, v align property, align attribute. Okay, something else called border, like this, multiple attributes are there for the table. So let's discuss from the starting. What is the first one? Frame, right? So what is frame? So if you want to create some box, then attribute is frame frame is equals to box. Now you will get some box to your table, but it's not that much of satisfied. Why? Because you want some lines for the rows and columns also. Then how to make it possible? We need to take the help of the next attribute, that is rules. Where you want to apply this box? For all, then it will apply for all, everything. For suppose you want only this box for the columns, then here in the rules you need to mention calls, then only for the columns. For suppose you want only for the rows, then you need to mention here rows. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. For suppose I want all as of now, then it will be like this. Basically very small box. I want to create a big, I want to increase the size of this table. How to increase the size of the table? We can take help of width and height attributes. Width, how much width you want? For suppose I want 200 pixel width, and then height I want some, okay, some 300 pixel. Look at this. Are you guys clear with this? Let me increase the width to some 400. Then it will be good. Yeah. This is about width and height. Okay. Width and height. These four we discussed. So let's discuss the remaining thing also. What is this? Call span. The name itself it is telling that call span means you can combine the columns. For suppose I want to combine this name and age into a single column. Basically, these are two columns. Name is a column and then age is another column. If you want to combine these two columns into a single column, then you can take help of the call span attribute. Okay. So which one you want to combine? This name and age, right? Just add here call span. How many columns you want to combine? Two columns. So as of now, you don't want this one. In the place of name, I'm just changing the content to details. See, basically name and age. I just combine two details. Look at here. See, both columns combined. Is it clear? Very good. In the same way, you can combine the rows also. For suppose I want to combine this John and Mark into a single name. Here, I want to combine. Okay. What are the attributes? Row span. How many rows I want to combine? Two rows. So I don't want this Mark. In the place of John, I want John Mark. Now look at the output. This John and Mark will be combined. See, John Mark. This is the use of the call span and row span. Not only two, you can combine any number of columns. You can combine any number of rows in this way. Okay, very good. And then what are the next attributes? Align and v-align. What is v-align? V-align nothing but vertical alignment. V-align stands for vertical alignment. What is vertical alignment? See, look at the output. Where is your John Mark? In the center, right? For suppose you want this John Mark on the top, then you need to move to this top. In which direction? Vertical direction. So vertical direction, you need to take help of the V align. So V align top. Then it will reach to the top. In the same way, V align bottom means it will move in the vertical direction to the bottom. See, vertical alignment. This is vertical alignment. And another one is there. That is what? Align property. Sorry, align attributes. So what is the use of the align attribute? The align attribute will move your element or your tag, your content in horizontal direction. Okay. For suppose you want this text in the center, then what is the attribute? Align. Why? Because vertical alignment. Okay. Center. See, you got in the center. In the same way, if you mention right means it will move to the right. It will move to the right. Okay. Now tell me, I want this con in the center. What is the V align and what is the align value? Go to the con. What is V align value? V align center. And then what is the align value? Align value. What is the align value? Center. That's all. Then you'll get this con in the center. Look at this. I hope it's clear. Yes. So actually there is one more attribute. What is this? Border. See, border attribute to create border for the table. So I want to create border for the table. Not only table, you can create border for the row, you can create a border for the column, wherever you want. So I want for the entire table. I'm just removing this frame and rules. I don't want this as of now. So I'm applying border. Border. How much width you want? For suppose 2, it will take 2 as in 2 pixel as in width. See, this is what the border. If I try to increase my border width to 5, then this width of the border will get increased. Look at this. See, this is about table elements. Okay. So we discussed two parts. One is structure and another one is table today. So let's discuss the remaining things also. What is this? Div and anchor. Div and anchor. Okay. Yeah. For this, I'm taking a separate file to explain the div. Div.html. What is div element? What is div element? Div element nothing but. See, later I will explain about the meta tag and title tag. As of now, I just need the structure. Okay. See, if you want to create some sections, what do you mean by some sections? Means let me take an example. For suppose Flipkart. See, see, this is a section or not? This is a section which is moving. This is also a section which is for the electronics, and this is also a section, entire section like this. Everything. See, this is a section for monsoon ready styles. This is a section for something monsoon essentials. Something. For each and every, the entire web page got divided into different sections. So to create this type of sections, we need this div tag. Div tag. Okay, nothing but this is a division element. It will divide your web page. Okay. For suppose I'm just writing some H2, some heading, soft tutor minds. Soft tutor minds. So here I'm just adding some paragraph, some random paragraph with 30 words. Okay. So if you look at the output here. Yes. Look at the output here. See, this is what your H2 and this is what your paragraph. It is taking the entire body. For suppose if you want to adjust your div, for suppose you want to decrease the size of your div, then what you have to do? You can add some styles to this div to create some different parts. Okay. So soft tutor minds is a separate section. For suppose I want to create another separate section for front end. I'm just writing some H2 front end. Okay. So in the front end, I'm just taking one more paragraph. Let me create some text. If you observe carefully, this is one part and this is another part. You have divided this entire part into two parts. One is soft tutor minds and the one is front end. That is what I want to explain here. Later you'll get more clarity about this div. This is just a division element. It will divide your web page. If you add some styles, then you can easily understand. Okay, don't panic about this. Later we'll discuss this part again in the CSS. Okay, this is about div, nothing more about this div. And then what else is pending? Anchor element on anchor tag. See, for suppose if you navigate from one page to the other page, like for suppose you guys are here in the okay, let me take an example as anchor.html. I'm just taking separate file here. So here in this place, I'm just writing some H1 heading Flipkart. Okay. So look at the output. This is what the output you can expect, right? So here, here I want to generate a link here for the Flipkart. Whenever user click on the this link, I want to navigate to the flipkart.com. So that means you are in this website, like this web page. So I want to navigate from your web page to the flipkart.com. Then you can use this anchor tag. So look at the syntax of the anchor tag. Actually, we need to take help of another two attribute for the anchor tag. Basically anchor tag nothing but a tag, no? A tag. Something I'm writing Flipkart. Okay. I'm just closing the anchor tag. So here you need to mention the linker in the href attribute. The path of your Flipkart or the path www. flipkart.com, right? That's it. So what will happen here? Whenever user click on, see, user can able to see only this one. He cannot able to see this one. Okay. So whenever user click on this one, automatically he will navigate to this website. That is what anchor tag will do for you. Okay. Let me show you practically. I'm just taking anchor tag here. Okay. A tag, Flipkart. Okay. So I'm giving href. Href is equals to, let me copy the URL of anchor tag. Sorry, your http colon www.facebook, flipkart.com. Just paste in the href attributes. Okay. Now look at the output. See, you got some link. So whenever user click on this link, he will automatically navigate to your flipkart.com. Anchor tag is for the navigating from the one page to the other page. This is about anchor tag. So actually this is inter navigation. There is something else called intra navigation. Intra navigation. So that we will discuss in the next session. And then few more topics are there in the HTML, like form element, and then marquee tag, iframe concepts, semantic elements. Few more things are there. Those all things I'll try to cover in the next session. Thank you very much. If you missed the previous section, go through the previous section. I'll provide the link in the description. And then yes, one more thing. If anyone interested to learn this course at home itself, you can contact directly. I'll provide you the number.